If you use a Mac for your content creation game, then you're gonna love this if you don't know about it. I recently just showed someone the power of QuickTime Player and showed them how to hook up their microphone and choose their microphone and then screen record themselves just with QuickTime Player. And it was like a game changer for them because they didn't have to download another app or anything, and it was all native and it's built into Mac OS for them already. So you don't need to download all these other programs necessarily. You can just use QuickTime Player. QuickTime Player has come in clutch for me and really sped up my workflow so much when it comes to making content because of these few things. Now, if you're on a PC, you might be like, well, they have QuickTime Player on PC, but it does not have the features that it has on Mac that I use to help with video content. And there's about 3 main things that I really love doing with QuickTime Player. Let's take a look at this. So even right now, I am recording this with QuickTime Player to record my screen, and you can still attach a microphone, and then you can talk about what you're doing as you go. And this is a great way for training videos, showing someone a tip or trick, or you want to get B-roll of your website and you can scroll through your website this way. And to get to QuickTime Player on your Mac, you go down to Launchpad McQuack, that's what I call it. Just type Q. Boom, it pops up. Usually it's in that other folder and it can be hard to find, but just press it and then open it. Now this pops up and it's like, hey, let's open a video to play. But actually we don't want to play, we want to record. So you can go to File, Screen Recording right here, and then you can choose if you want it to be the entire screen or just a portion. There's other things here that you can do. And then you can say Options, and you can choose a microphone to use, and you can choose a timer before recording. I like 5 seconds. Make sure and also change this. I like to change this so it shows up where I want it to be. So I changed it to the downloads folder for me. And then you can just hit record and it gives that countdown. 2, 1, boom. And now it's recording. You can see it up here, and that's how you stop it. It's up in that top right corner. But now you can make an instructional video for somebody, or if you want to get B-roll for your website, and it's really nice to be able to do that. The other thing you can do in QuickTime Player that I really love is you could open a video and then you could go to File and you can re-export it as a lower quality if you really need to, or an audio only. So this is really good if you have a full podcast video, and then you can just go and export just the audio for it. But you can also do that in Finder itself if you're up to date. This is even better. You can right click encode selected video at the very bottom, and then boom, it pops up. And then you can go to audio only. Look, you can even put it into ProRes. That's cool if you know about that. Audio only, and then continue. And then it shows up as the audio version of that video. So when I make a podcast, I keep it in video all the way through until the very end, and then I make it audio only after the render. That way I'm not saving or exporting a video twice. That could have a lot of use cases for people, especially if it's like, hey, this is HEVC content or something that maybe it's confusing and it's like the wrong format or something like that. Well, then open it in QuickTime Player and then go to File, export it as the same quality. See, you can choose HEVC, or you can choose the one that's compatible everywhere. HEVC is actually a better one, and it's starting to be more recognized across everywhere. It's just older computers and older devices may not play it well, but social media and YouTube really likes HEVC, and it performs really well with it. And the last thing I really like with QuickTime Player is that you can open an existing video and you can be like, man, we have too much blank here, and you could start it right here instead, 1 second in, and you just need to do a quick trim. Well, you can go to edit and you can do trim, and then you can go to that spot. I'm not going to do that, but what I like to do is kind of pause it, and you can go right and left to go frame by frame on your keyboard, and you find that exact spot, you know? Like maybe I want to do it right here, and then I can go to File, or it's Edit, and then Split Clip. See, you can also do Command Y. But once you split the clip, Now it shows up down here like that, and you can click that beginning and hit delete, and then now you've split that. Or maybe there's a section in the middle that you need to cut here. So let's try Command Y, and then let's move it over here, and let's try Command Y, and then you can click the middle piece and delete it, and boom, you've deleted something out of a video. You could also do it to make space for a sponsored ad inside a podcast, or you can do it to add something to the end, which this is the one that I use the most, especially for a podcast that has an outro. I like to go to add clip to the end here, and then you can add something to the end of it, and then boom, there it is. Then you would hit done, and then you would hit file, export as, and then you export it. After it's done, you would hit the X, and it goes, wait, hold on, do you want to keep this or anything? Like, what are you doing? But we already exported it, and so we're going to put it in and delete it. And then as long as you know that it actually saved, then it won't delete the new one that you just saved. It'll only delete that little project that you were putting together. But I don't want 5 copies of everything, and with QuickTime, I was just doing something really quick. And that's the good thing about QuickTime Player, is that if you want to do something really quick, then do it. But I would not suggest making large edits or anything within this. That is way better with CapCut or DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro, whatever you're working with, to be able to fine tune and make some really good edits like that. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. There's a lot more videos all about better content for brands. And P.S., we've got a free resource for you in the description. I'm JT. Keep on keeping on. Yeah, I think YouTube's suggesting that you should watch one of these videos here, so maybe listen to that? I don't know. Anybody?